Peeps, YouTube, what's going on, man? It's coming at y'all real quick. It's your boy Known, man. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I didn't watch too much of the game yesterday. Normally, I catch the preseason game 4, but I was at work, and but I did catch a lot of highlights, and I did catch a good portion of the game when I caught it on my buddy phone and whatnot. And so he took some shots of it. But for what I can see through when I look at the whole game as a perspective, man, the Detroit Lions, I mean, at this point, the first half offense and defense, I mean, it is what it is. I expected Cleveland to come at us hard anyway on the first half or in general because, I mean, I kind of felt that happening. The Browns, I will say this. I tip my hat off to Cleveland because the quarterback looks good. I'm gonna say it like this: if that offensive line holds up for their quarterback, and them running backs can get into the lanes, man, Cleveland is gonna be hard to beat. And they still got aggressive enough defense. I know they traded away. I didn't realize they had traded away Danny Shelton to the Patriots. I think they must have did that. Not sure who else they got. I know they still got Garrett and all the guys, but I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see. If another thing is Jabril Peppers is still there. I think he is, but if I want to see how well he develops if he's still with him. I think he's still with him. So, other than that, I think they'll be more than fine with the offense too if they can get things clicking. But anyway, back to the Lions. Uh, it is what it is. Lions could be, for all we know, it could be another like slow start offense again this year. They could go do it like 2016, be good for the first drive, and then kind of stall the rest of the game. And defense help kind of keep things close, and then they either do a comeback victory or they close it out with another touchdown offense, or they could do it again like last year. Come out there and just start sucking something awful. Then second half they wake up. But and I know that's going to actually annoy a lot of people, including me, because I hate seeing a team that starts off offensively struggling. If they're gonna, I really don't. It's not that I don't want to see a comeback victory, but it should only be if we're forced to do it, not because of our own play scheming and calling. That's my issue with that slow start half offense. It's not like 2011 when it was cute and when you had Stafford playing his first full healthy season to a certain degree, though he took some bumps and bruises. You had Calvin Johnson, Tony Scheffler, Brandon Pettigrew, Javid Best at times when he was healthy, and this and that, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's not like those days. That team got a pass because they was young and out of nowhere, trying to prove that they can get out their 0-16 slump. This is another team that should be taken more seriously. So I feel like the play calling with the quarterback we have needs to be elevated enough to the quarterback we have, especially when you're talking about running the football. Now that could be the key though. Like we may not start off slow. We may be a piece by piece offense that should probably explode and just score 30 points, but we'll just take it piece by piece, getting a touchdown first quarter, come back maybe with a field goal or two in the second, and then come back possibly score another field goal and a touchdown in the fourth quarter, and we nearly 30 points or something like that. I can see that happening. If it's like that without no comeback victories, okay, I'm fine with it. I'm not about to try to evaluate how the offensive line played or the defensive line played or the secondary. I'm not about to give you a full evaluation on that because at this point, this is just the last chance game. For players like Dwayne Washington, who I had my eye on yesterday. I thought he played very well. I wish and hope that he can still somehow make the roster if it's necessary, or at least keep him around for practice squad reasons, just in case somebody does get injured. So with that being said, we had apparently some guy named Darnell Sankey, I believe, for the linebacker core. He's been making some solid plays. Even in training camp, the guy caught a pick and ran it back for a touchdown. So he's somebody to keep your eye on. I think we just released Jeremiah Veloga today. So we'll see what goes on there. They had released the guy they signed, Robert Ayers, I believe his name is. They released him the day after they signed him, and for whatever reason, a lot of people are really got their ups and downs on Matt Patricia. Like I said, I'm waiting to see what happens ultimately when it's all said and done. I'm not going to get this guy too judgment. So far, he's seemed like he's a smart guy, and he's doing what he should be doing. My thing is, I'm not sure if he did this, but I wish, like in a dress rehearsal, I wish that they could have had like Brandon Powell, and T.O. Redding and other those lesser name, no name receivers that we've been bringing in from undrafted free agents. I wish we could have had them playing with Stafford the other week, like last week or something, to see how well they cope with a real top five quarterback throwing to them. It's possible they did. I might have missed it, but I'm just saying. Um, I know he was getting the ball to Hakeem Valles, that was a good thing to see, and of course Michael Roberts. But for the Dresser, I wish you could have seen him play with like all the receivers he could possibly play with. Like from the second into the early part of the third quarter, before you put the rest of the guys in there, like Brudock and Castle. So it's like I wish they could have did that the other week. But as far as yesterday go, like I said, cuts go come down to what Patricia feels best. Again, try not to take this preseason stuff too serious. We actually played real preseason games this year. You know what I'm saying? Even the win we had last week looked like a real preseason game. It didn't look like something we was trying to force and win. They just was playing the game right, going fit by the scheme, man. You had Garrett Blunt at times on the fourth team. You had other players in the first team. It was a body throw in and out. That's what the preseason should be about. If you're trying to win a preseason game, it's because you don't feel confident about your team. You know what I'm saying? Get all the ugly out right now. Get it all out on the get table right now. All the ugliest of the ugliest. So that way, hopefully, it transpires us being top 10 on all sides of that ball. Let's be honest. If you want to call yourself contending for a Super Bowl opportunity at least get near one, you got to be at least top 10 on all sides of that ball, man. Offense, defense, special teams, et cetera, et cetera. If you want to just make the playoffs and maybe hopefully win a game, because you got a quarterback that's good to win, then you go out to at least be top 15 to a certain degree. Top 12, top 15, just touching top 10 or something like that just to have a good chance. But at this point, that's a toss-up. With us, that could be good because we got a quarterback, but you don't want to take a chance too much. You want to at least be top 10 no matter what when it comes to playoffs and trying to win a playoff game, and of course try to get the Super Bowl. You want to at least be top 10, top 5. So you need to be that to win. The Patriots. If they top the number 7 offense overall and somebody else number 5 offense, it's the reason why the Patriots still made the Super Bowl, because they use their full sets of their offense. They use trick plays. They smart and boom stuff like that to take pressure off their weaknesses. A lot of other teams just leave it to their strengths and that's it. And then once you get past that, they got nothing else. Patriots give you everything they got before they just lose. So that's why the Patriots always should do get the respect, is because they prep for everything. So even with a weak ass defense that they had last year, they had a top 10 offense. They were able to run the ball at times, and then Brady's arm. They were able to just set up, use all their sets, man. So that's why Patriots always seem to get back to Super Bowl until the Lions master stuff like that. That's why we always have unsuccessful seasons, and so it's good to see the Lions go out here and just play preseason for what it was. So y'all just leave in the comment section, man, how y'all feel about it. Who y'all think gonna make the roster? Who y'all think not gonna make the roster? Leave in the comment section, man. Shout out to everybody, DV. You know who you are. I can't really think of names right now. It's your boy, No, man. Peace out. Leave in the comment. Later.